Hey guys, I'm here with Scamboli and Mask, two people that have definitely inspired my channel and overall just people I look up to, so I'm super happy to have them here. If you guys would like to introduce yourself, go ahead.
Go ahead,
Mask, you
Skim.
go first so I can copy what you do.
All right, dope, great. Yo, how's it going, everybody? It's the Mask Man. I appreciate being on here. Fun fact, actually, Roma on some of the recent videos has done a lot of the editing for them, so I definitely appreciate him as well. But thanks for having me on here.
All love, man, all love. And Scamboli?
Hi, I'm Scam. I make manga and anime videos. Masked Man had me sitting here waiting in my car for an hour before we did this interview, so might not be in my best condition, but happy to be here.
But so basically I asked my Discord and Twitter and Insta to give me questions to ask you guys, so this is just a bunch of questions. Some people wanted their name shouted out, so I'm gonna be shouting out some people. But let's begin. Let's go ahead. Number one. It's by Juicy. Hey Scam, Juicy here. As a longtime watcher, what is your favorite
fuck.
webtoon or manga?
Well, Juicy, if Juicy watches my channel like he claims he does, he would know that my favorite webtoon is Helper. Yeah, I have a video about Helper. It's a sick ass webtoon about this guy that goes to hell and like does his thing there.
Of course, yep. Great series. And
You read it?
I've read some of it, yes.
Fuck yeah.
Because of that video.
Oh man, that's great to hear.
But yeah, let's move on. And my boy Based Buffett shouted like he made this question. So what makes you like a character? And if you don't know what I mean, like some aspects, like, you know, maybe the fact that they're not all they have some insecurities within them. It's just like aspects of a character that makes them shine from others.
Is this open or?
Yeah, it can be open-ended. Like you can answer however you want.
I mean, is this for like me or Master? Or both?
Oh, both.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first again, or?
Yeah.
All right, bet. I've gotten this question asked actually a good amount of times, and it's really difficult because I have lots of different characters that I love across the spectrum. Akumetsu, Guts, Sinbad, just to name a few. Alucard from Hellsing as well. And I think I love a character that can make me look at myself and in a way kind of self-reflect at times and try and see my own flaws and just the overall darkness of humanity. But equally, and on not such a serious note, I love a character who sometimes is just batshit insane. You know, like I love a character who can be a bit stoic and then go a bit unhinged. And I think that whole concept of a character who has suppressed desires, like a nature within them that they can't let out, is something that really intrigues me. Legoshi from Beastars is a good example of that. Like I feel that on many levels. So seeing a character who puts on kind of this look in front of everybody else, but inside is like ready to explode at any moment is like I love that.
For sure. And
If
Scam?
you would have asked like 13-year-old me, I would have said one that I can self-insert on. Like my favorite characters growing up are Ichigo because he's this cool guy that fucking got girls just because he was so fucking cool and Chad-like. And then I don't know. I've always had a thing for edgy characters. I don't have as eloquent of an answer as Mask because I haven't like thought that deeply about it. But
Yep.
I don't know. I like characters that I can see like a spark of humanity on and that are like very introspective. Like I'm a fan of I forgot the fucking main character from Vagabond, but people like that.
Musashi.
Like Musashi. Yeah, just introspective as fuck. Always thinking about like his shortcomings and trying to develop from there. Or like Mass said, Legoshi is also like that. Kurosawa from I forgot the goddamn name because it's in Japanese, but just characters like that are very introspective and reflect because, you know, I'm kind of the same way with myself. Like I'm always second guessing every single thing I do and like analyzing like, why the fuck do you do that? And it rarely turns off unless I'm taking a shit or something. So yeah.
Right.
No, all great answers. Like I really love the more humanic characters, people that have like major flaws to them, but still try to be like a good person within that. Like I just love those types of characters. But for the next question, we got my boy Sleepy Wolf. He asked, "What's good, Scam and Mask?" My question would be, what would be one manga you would recommend to a new reader that is trying to get into manga?
Good night, Pun Pun. No, that's actually a trick. My little brother, he asked for one, and I'm being dead ass. Like he's a little shitty elitist from birth, I guess. Cause like I like handed him like My Hero or like Demon Slayer, cause he's like 13, 14,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, nah, I don't want to read that. I was like, I want to read that good shit that you be talking about. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what are you on about? Nah, seriously. Like I was like, bro, if you don't shut up and read this. Nah, but his first one was Pluto, which was like a short little look into what Urasawa is an author is capable of, because I feel like 20th Century Boy's and Monster, not yet for him. So Pluto might not be the best one, but it's not terrible. I think Haikyuu might be a good pick as well, maybe. I think Slam Dunk can be a good one. I would honestly recommend Dragon Ball Z as a manga, because I think as a manga it's really good. It's straightforward. Even maybe Naruto or Bleach, but any of those I think, for someone who's just getting into it.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I tried watching Hunter when not Hunter, Monster when I was like 14, and that shit sent me to the sunken place. Like I was just bored out of my fucking mind. So
right, it's slow. It's very slow. Yeah.
Personally, people say I'm like out of pocket for saying this, but I think Berserk is a very good entry. Because people, when I say that, people are initially like, "What? Berserk's fucking crazy!" Like, there's like, incest and this, that, and the third. But like, yeah, so is Game of Thrones. So is like a lot of media we see.
Yep.
Like, it's a
Right.
really good, deep, well-written manga that I think is a good intro. It doesn't have like a lot of the anime manga bullshit where it's like, "Uh-oh, I have fallen on your face, and now you're flossing your teeth with my labias." It's just like serious shit, which I think is a good intro.
Yeah, for
I'll
sure.
actually admit that was actually like, it's crazy, but I'm not all that well. Okay, hold on. I haven't been into anime and manga as long as people might think. Like I was into Dragon Ball, Naruto when I was younger, but I didn't actually start reading manga till my channel had started, and I was already like a few months in. And Berserk was actually my first seinen manga ever.
Wow.
And it stayed my number one. And so like whenever people are like, "Oh, you just have recency bias," I'm like, "You can suck this dick," because that's not how it is.
Yeah.
Berserk was actually my first seinen. So I wouldn't say it's not a terrible one. It's not. That's actually yeah. I'd recommend.
Is that how
it
it's pronounced? Seinen. I've always said seinen.
I've said seinen, and when I did in my video, because I did a video like a year ago.
You got clout for
it? Oh, bro, it was like the truth between seinen and shonen. I was like, how are you gonna try and talk about it when you don't even pronounce it right?
Yeah.
Right, because
people always do that shit. People always do that shit when I say isekai. I think is it supposed to be pronounced isekai?
Yeah, isekai.
Yeah, fuck that, man. I'm gonna say how I say it. Whatever. I'm not Japanese, dude. When you see the fucked up English in anime like all the time, like I know you guys have seen that Overlord scene where he's like, "Man, what's the shit he's saying?" He's like, I gotta pull up the clip, bro. I'm gonna get canceled for my impression on him. But I don't know. I feel like if you're allowed to pronounce shit so fucking wrong as a Japanese person, in English, I should be able to say isekai.
That's fair. So next question is, who are some anime content creators that you guys looked up to?
I did not look up to a single anime creator. I have not watched any anime YouTube.
Wow.
I grew up watching like gaming YouTube, and
right.
Yeah, I didn't have a PC to like do gaming YouTube, so I was just staying awake at night, and I was like, well, fuck, I can just review anime. I watch a lot of anime. I've read a lot of manga. Let's just do that. So I just did my thing. I did a little bit of recon. Like I watched, like obviously I like checked out the greats before I like took the plunge. Like I watched a little bit of Giga, Mother's Basement, and shit like that. I actually think I saw a few Giga videos before I was like an AniTuber.
Okay.
They're aspiring to be an AniTuber, but really there's no AniTube inspiration. I watched a lot of like Game Grumps. There's this creator called the Black Hokage. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He used to go by, well, I don't think I can say his name on this video without getting demonetized, but I looked up to gaming YouTubers, not really anime YouTubers.
Well, then for you, I guess it can be different. Just like YouTubers you looked up to in general.
Oh, Nakey Jakey.
Okay, yep.
Probably one of the best YouTubers out there. I love him. I take a lot of inspiration from him. If you watch my How Isekai Could It Be Amazing video, it's like a clear fucking like me trying to, not trying, but like, I don't know. You could see the influence right there. So yeah, that's my answer.
Hey,
Okay.
Mask.
No, yeah, I didn't have any inspiration either. I was not. I wish I could. Not really. Um, I made a lot of friends in high school. Because I got into Naruto, and there was like the guys who were like into Naruto, so I just watched it with them, and that's how I made like my friends that year, which was like really dope. Cause like I went to that school for the soccer team, and I hated all those rich pricks. Like fuck them. But I would
Akametsu
start
style.
watching. Hell yeah. I was watching like hella Swag Kage videos. Like when I first started YouTube, oh, it was disgusting how much I ripped them off. But like that's how it was. Same with Totally Not Mark. Totally Not Mark was a huge one as well for me. A little bit of Nux here and there, although I wouldn't say I ever looked at it like I want to make content like him, but there were a few videos of him when he used to do more anime stuff that I did enjoy. Soul was a huge one for me when I started off. And then when I had delved a little more into the manga realm of things, that's when I looked at Chibi and Scam, and I was like, okay, so these are when I'm like kind of thrown out there with these guys, that's when I've made it. That's when I've accomplished something, at least numbers wise, right? Because at the end of the day, like I want to do shit because I enjoy it. Like I don't want to do shit because I have to. Like, that's just not how I am. Like that's how I've always been. Like if the task is like run 1 mile, if I don't feel like doing it that day, I'm not going to. But if the day I feel like and you're like, oh, run 5, I'll run the 5. It makes no sense, but it's all a matter of mood with me. So with Scam, Totally Not Mark and Swag, it was always like presentation wise, how can I title some things like them? How can I, and also in humor and in attitude, because there's like a level of professionalism Mark has, and then there's a level of like laid backness, it feels like, with Swag and Scam here. So I would definitely say those were my big inspirations. But once you like start Anitube and once you kind of grow on there, then it kind of becomes like, okay, who's doing what, right? But you kind of stop watching Anitube because it's now your job, so it's weird. And I feel like part of me doesn't want to watch other people's videos because one, I'm either gonna get discouraged, or two, I'm gonna like blatantly rip off something that they did. So that's the temptation of it. So I just stay away from it most of the times. I'll still watch the guys that are a lot bigger than me, but yeah, those were the inspirations for me.
Hey, tell me if you feel this way too, but sometimes like another thing is like I'll make a video on something like, let's say Chainsaw Man, right? Let's say I make a video on Chainsaw Man. If I see another Anituber makes a video about Chainsaw Man, no fucking reason why, I don't know why, I can't help it, it just fucking annoys the shit out of me. That's another thing. Like I won't watch the video. It'll just annoy. I know it's fucking petty and stupid.
Yeah,
but like,
no,
it just pisses me off.
Nah, like if I did a video on like 20th Century Boys, Holy Land, Akumetsu, and then some asshole just like did one video where he talked about all those things, I'd be pretty.
Yeah, especially Akametsu, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah. Like I don't know who the fuck would do such a thing or dare, but
Yeah.
Or like Inuyashiki and then just get like 1 million off of it in the first week, like that'd be fucking wild. But yeah,
it's good to see I'm not alone in that shit.
Nah, yeah. No, it's obviously it's not annoyed like you dislike them, but it is kind of it's like, all right, game on. That's how it is.
Oh, I talked about Hell's Paradise like shit. How long was it? 2 years ago. I talked about Hell's Paradise like 2 years ago, and like
really,
some fucking guy was like, Masked Man talked about Hell's Paradise, Scam, you should read it. And that fucking irked the fuck out of me. Like, it was just the most annoying shit I read that day.
Bro, there's so many times where you do a video on something and people will be like, yo, you should read this. I'm like, I know I hear guys. Like, I know
yeah.
Oh, so you get it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had like an influx of people telling me to read Hell's Paradise. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Nah, but that's wild. That's cool.
No, that was great. But this comes from Hanekawa's husband on Insta, and he says,
"What a username!"
And he says, "Hey Scam, hey Mask, do you mind ranking your top 5 favorite genres within anime and manga?"
Ooh, fuck. Porn. Nah. Nah. Okay, so real quick off the bat, action. Does that classify as a genre? And like, or would it be more like dark fantasy? Like, would that be it?
I
Because
think
there's only like
action
2 dark
counts.
fantasies I've read.
I think action.
Okay,
counts.
well, okay, thriller. I love thriller manga because fuck, like thriller manga. All the ones that I read, I love them. So thriller, romance, comedy manga. I'm kind of on, but so I'll say yeah, no. Action, thriller, romance, psychological, and fuck, I don't know. Fantasy. Why not?
Hmm.
Shoujo, josei, yaoi, reverse harem, and romance.
That's solid.
No, I had a tier list that I was like looking for on my computer that I couldn't find. I mean, I'm honestly just gonna have to look up fucking genres so I can remember. Let's see.
Yeah,
I'll just go off the dome. Fuck it. I like action, as Mass said. I liked usually anything with a tragedy tag in combination with like a comedy tag, like something that's funny that suddenly gets real fucked up. Big fan of.
Right.
I'm a huge seinen fan. I don't know if that's a genre. Is that considered a genre?
Yeah, it's a
The
genre.
thing is
I
like
think it is.
it's considered a genre, but like when people talk about it, they're usually using it in the reference of like demographic, like magazine.
Yeah.
Set. But when I looked up genres, it does say shonen shoujo, seinen josei. For some reason, manga is a genre within manga, but okay. Yuri, harem, gekiga, magical girl, slice of life. So.
Well, then I'm gonna have to add. I think I've gotten 4 so far. I'll just add fucking martial arts. I think martial arts manga is usually pretty sick.
Fighting, I didn't think of that. Yeah, like martial. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
and the next question is saying, if you could choose one great manga that doesn't have an anime adaptation to get a good one, what would it be?
Fuck, Berserk has 1997. The tricky thing is like, now this is gonna sound wild, and a lot of people might
means like one
this.
that just doesn't have an anime adaptation.
Doesn't have one at all.
Yeah.
Okay. This one would be this. I would consider this to be the most hit or miss project of all time. I think when it comes to anime and manga. Good Night Pun Pun. If you could pull off a Pun Pun anime where like kind of like how Gumball, The Amazing World of Gumball, has like kind of realistic-ish backgrounds but cartoony characters. Like if you could pull that off and have some beautiful banging fucking OSTs with it, you could actually increase the suicide rate by a lot if the Pun Pun anime was good. Like it would go nuts, I think. But with that being said, if they don't adapt it properly, if they don't get certain scenes to land, if they don't do well with the pacing of it, and plus I think communicating Pun Pun, although Pun Pun's dialogue would be very cool to communicate, like the whole screen just goes black and you have to read the text. It would be a bit of a slow burn. It would be an eerie, one-of-a-kind experience. And I personally, if I ever had the money for it, I would love to like take charge for that kind of production. Because fuck, like I think there's a lot of potential for something like that. But like I said, it could go horribly wrong if not done right.
Yeah.
I think the Gumball animation style shit is next level. That's like a genius idea. But I've been thinking about Helk a lot as an anime, especially lately since I made like that video. So I would have to pick Helk. I think it's such a like easily marketable show idea. There's a lot of action in it. I just want to see these people move because I fucking love them a lot. So I'd say Helk.
Okay. Yep. And if you guys don't know what Helk is, Scamboli just made a video talking about it, so go check that one out. But this one comes from Insta, and his name is Alex Tifly, and he says, "Hey guys, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on genres like Sentai, Shoujo, Josei, horror, and comedy, because these genres are genres you don't often talk about, and just want to hear your opinions on them." And if you want, I'll list out the genres that he said.
What the fuck is Sentai?
Sentai is like Power Rangers. It's like Power Rangers.
Okay. Well, I mean, comedy is very hard to get me to sit down and read, but every once in a while I'll come across some shit like I think it's called Grand Blue. It's called Grand Blue.
Yes. Right? Oh my god.
Yeah, that shit has me fucking dying. There's a lot of comedy manga that are really good. So, but again, it's like hard to get me to sit down and read and like commit to.
That's actually that's personally my favorite manga. I love Grand Blue.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is the anime any good? I haven't checked it out yet.
The anime is all right. The manga is just better.
yeah, the art's just so good. I can't
Yeah,
see that
yeah.
like translating that well.
Yep.
Josei, not happening. Shoujo, not happening. I know I ranked those pretty high earlier, but I don't know. It's just hard to like relate and like to some extent. This is gonna sound cringe as fuck, but to some extent, I kind of self-insert a little bit, or like I guess the better word is like empathize, or yes, empathize. I kind of empathize with like all the characters I read, and when I'm like, you know, reading from the perspective of this girl that's like fucking blushing, like watching like masked coon fucking take his shirt off. Like it's very hard to like empathize.
Alright, dog. Yeah, no, I will say that though. I think that's part of like a story is like, we kind of talked about it. Geez, I had to stutter there, but we just talked about it kind of earlier with our favorite characters. Is I think we like characters that we can self-insert in some way or another, at least see an aspect of ourselves in those characters. And like you said, it is kind of difficult to put yourself in the shoes of a teenage girl blushing over some hot dude. Except on the weekends, but like it's one of those things. Hey, no homo, but no, like yeah, no, I agree. I think the only reason I'd ever get invested in a shoujo is because like I really want to see that relationship work out, because if it doesn't, then like what the fuck, like, you know, like it's like damn, because once you get invested, then it's like but no, yeah, shoujo. What the hell is a josei? Like people can be like, wow, you're a manga. Is it?
Josei is like
they're very close, right?
It's like the seinen equivalent of like shonen for like shoujo.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no, screw that. Comedy for me, like I said, hit or miss. Horror manga. That gets me, because like really good horror manga is dope. Like I want to read Hideout. It's done by the same author as Greenblood. Like I love Junji Ito's works and shit. So like I think horror manga mixed in with that psychological element, I love them. I think they're dope.
Yeah, I never addressed horror, but I don't know. I've never found an interest in horror personally in manga and anime form. I don't know. It's like I'm not gonna be fucking scared reading the book.
Yeah.
Right. I think then it just becomes more of a thriller. You know, like it's like
you read Sweet Home, yeah?
Oh fuck, I love Sweet Home. Yeah.
That was one where it was like my heart was actually pumping watching that shit. So if that's what's considered horror, then I'm all for it. But like again, I think that's more of like a thriller.
Yeah, it's hard to like classify like a genre within horror, because there's really like nothing that's gonna be like, it's a different type of scary. It's more just like you're just there enjoying it, and then you know your heart might be beating a bit faster. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, it's just like
it is. I think it's very close related to thriller. I just think it's meant to like creep you out a bit more.
Yeah,
like there's some panels you'll look at and you'll be like, oh, what the fuck?
So
like,
would you say like I Am a Hero is horror?
Ooh, I've seen a bit of I Am a Hero. I would say it has elements of horror in it. Yeah,
it's got some creepy ass visuals.
Right. Yeah.
Because I heard someone say that Berserk would be counted as a horror, but it's just like there's so many elements, like you know.
I
don't even know if I'd say Berserk is a thriller.
Nah.
A thriller?
Nah, only parts of it you could look at, but the overall story is just straight up dark fantasy. So
yes.
All right, for sure, yeah.
But, yeah.
And this guy comes from Shonen Hajime, and he says, Mask and Scamboli, list your top 5 waifus.
Oh, motherfucker. Look, you guys act like I got this shit fucking like written down on my walls with my shit or something, man. Like I don't know, bro. Fucking Orihime from Bleach, Yoko from Gurren Lagann.
What a goat.
Fuck it, we'll throw Yoruichi from Bleach on there too.
Okay.
13-year-old me wants to say Urza Scarlet, so we'll throw her on there.
Hey yo, when you said 13-year-old, yo.
Fuck. What am I at? 4? 5?
Yeah, it's 4.
Yeah, you're at 4. Say me.
I'll let Mass say his shit, and maybe I'll just flow by him and steal one of his.
I do low-key agree with Orihime, but I am more of a Tear Harabelle guy. So I'm gonna say Tear Harabelle from Bleach. She's hot as fuck. Albedo from Overlord, even though I haven't seen a single episode of Overlord because she is hot as fuck. Fuck. I really like Casca as well from Berserk, but it's kind of weird with Casca because part of me is like, that's not my girl. Like it could, like, even in the whole waifu thing, like it's like, nah, fuck that. Like, nah. Casca's dope though. Fubuki from One Punch Man. Hell yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a great one.
Hey,
That's
I meant
a great one.
Tatsumaki, bro. Tatsumaki's bad as fuck. I don't care.
Wait, Tatsumaki over Fubuki?
Really?
Bro, in the manga, the fucking detail they put on her dress, dog.
Listen, that's cool, but over Fubuki?
Fubuki's the big-titted one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
yes.
going Tatsumaki. Tatsumaki 1,000,000%.
Wow.
She is
You know
so
what?
bad, dude.
I'm pretty sure Juicy agrees with that too. I'm starting
I
to
think
see.
Juicy agrees for different reasons.
I think
I think it might have to do with
Juicy's
some
a
other
little.
things.
Yeah. We call him the white EDP. And his weight is 445 pounds.
Yeah.
Nah, but
Not joking.
but nah, I'm not. Nah, I'm being dead ass. So he's gonna watch this and hate us both. So I also like Juvia from Fairy Tail. Actually, I know it's weird, but I kind of like, and this is gonna sound really fucked up, but it's gonna be a little fetish like, but whatever. Like I like aggressiveness in girls, but I really like it if it's exclusive to one individual.
So
you know, like I'm
do you like yanderes and shit?
yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
listen, girl, like if you out there willing to kill somebody over me, then shit, I must be the shit. Like, you know? So I'll kinda, yeah, I would say. So I there's probably more that I'm just not thinking of. Orihime is a really good pick though. Tamari from Naruto by the end of the series is kind of banging as well. So I'm forgetting some. Kalin from Code Geass. She's a doozy as well. So I was gonna say Raftalia too from Shield Hero, but then apparently her like actual age is like 12, so I'm gonna just say no. There's one. Her name is Alice from the Duke of Death and his maid. And Alice is, I'm not into blondes, but she's the exception. So one of the exceptions. So yeah.
All right, cool.
All I'm gonna say is, you see my evidence in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, Your Honor. Hold on.
Man says Your Honor. But let's move on. And we got his name. Shoujo Romance on IG says, which anime OSTs are your favorite?
Fuck.
Space Dandy is very versatile. There's some really good like rando tracks in there. Made in Abyss as a whole, like
good.
that. The atmosphere that the soundtrack carries is fucking sick. Fuck.
I would say Bleach, right?
Yeah,
the
Bleach
Espada
is-
theme.
Oh
Bleach is
my
great.
god,
Bleach is
Bleach is
great.
fucking good. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a different theme for like every different arc. That shit's tight.
Right. Same composer with the Berserk shit as well.
Oh,
Berserk is also
Yeah,
really
2016 apparently.
wow.
Yeah, Berserk has some really banger ones as well.
Yeah,
I would say
that's
Naruto
one
has
good
some
thing
bangers.
that 2016 brought.
Yep.
The music, yeah, the only good thing.
Yeah.
And then Dragon Ball has an iconic soundtrack, but it's not shit I'm like I'd be blasting. Naruto actually has a few bangers. I think with its soundtrack as well.
I haven't even watched
JoJo.
that shit, and I know to put respect
JoJo's
on
is great,
sadness and
yep.
sorrow.
Yes, sir. JoJo
JoJo's
has
is definitely great with the OSTs.
Wait, I had a dream one fucking time, bro, that started off with a Cruel Angel's thesis. I woke up from that dream so goddamn fast. Dog, like I just went to sleep and then I saw red. It was Dazu. Shit. I just woke up like, nah. I'm not living through that.
Yeah, and everybody
So,
around you was clapping.
Yeah, everyone around me-
Masked.
Yeah, I was standing there for like an hour straight in an elevator with flashing images of seizures. And then when I woke up from the dream and said I didn't really like it, everybody fucking killed me and crucified me for it. So.
And that's funny
It's a
because
bit of a
both of you
boring
guys aren't
dream, right?
like too fond of Eva, right?
Nope.
I fucking hate. Well, yeah, no, I fucking hate Ava. I hate Ava, and I fucking love saying that to Ava fans because they just get so fucking irrationally angry. Like, I don't like it, but I play it up way more than I actually don't like it because when I do that, Ava fans just freak the fuck out and short circuit. It's the funniest shit.
There was an Eva fan that commented on the question saying, "Why do you guys hate Eva so much? Is it because you're scared of it replacing your #1 series?"
All right, listen here, you pretentious dickhead. All right, so this is where I step in. All right, so this is a lot like the One Piece fandom, right? So I actually got a comment one time where it was like, wow, you're criticizing a series that came out before you were born. Yeah, like what? But so here's the thing. I think Ava was a series that had, first of all, none of the characters are meant to be liked. And I fully understand that. I think Shinji's a really good example of a vulnerable character and all the things he goes through. The thing is, though, and this is the subjectivity of it all. Ava's presentation can be so fucking painful to sit through. Like, it's sometimes unnecessary, you know? And now, mind you, I think it's like
wait,
an
wait, wait.
8.
Just to clarify, you mean
Yeah.
like the elevator scene, for example, or is you're just staring
Like the
at a fucking...
elevator or like
Okay.
the flashing scenes that I literally couldn't look at because it hurts. And I think
Okay.
Ava's thematics, even though they're good, and I understand trying to like call people out on their escapism and kind of causing this need of self-reflection. Like we just said it earlier, we love characters that make us be a bit introspective because, you know, I'll say this too as well. Is like I do second guess myself a lot, you know, but when it comes to Ava, it's so fucking repetitive with it at times, you know? I think like a few episodes in, it could have got like if that all of Ava, that shit that happened in the anime was just one arc of Ava and they moved on from that, low-key would have been dope, right? But it felt like by the time I was episode 15, like I got it already. Like I got it, you know? And so it's one of those things where I appreciate it for what it does. I personally think it's an 8, 9 out of 10 series. But the same thing as Scam says, when you know that the fan base is so incapable of like tolerating that, you get a sadistic joy of just teasing them more. I do it with the One Piece fandom, the Hunter x Hunter fandom, and now I'm gonna start doing it with the Ava fandom because no, I'm not scared of it replacing my number one. Listen, if you want to know something, Ava probably wouldn't even crack my top 30, 40. Being honest, like it would probably land around the 40ish spot. Like, and now mind you, that people will be like, whoa, that's in it. No, it's not. You know how much anime and manga are out there, you little shit? Like, no, it's just, I think it's a good series. I think it's a really good series. I just didn't enjoy it. Like, I didn't enjoy watching. That's what I try to say in my video. Now, the title and the thumbnail, I said why I hate Ava, which at the time I did, but my feelings of dislike while watching it didn't stop me from, because that's the thing that annoys me the most with Ava fans is they think because you didn't like it, you didn't understand it. No, like I got all of it. You don't need to cope that hard. I understood it. It's like I got it. Just I don't care for it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, going back to that One Piece thing, like I haven't even watched a One Piece, but if there's a One Piece fan near me, I'll fucking just say the most disrespectful shit about that series and its fans. Like, I just be saying shit like One Piece fans fucking eat glue and crayons. One Piece fans can't spell. Just fucked up shit that you're not supposed to say to somebody. So I don't know. It's just really funny watching Ava fans and One Piece fans freak out. But yeah, I think the reason... yeah, I think the reason I don't like Ava really boils down to my mental health is too good. I think I am too good at coping with things and too mentally healthy to enjoy it to its fullest. So, yeah, I can't really relate to Shinji because, you know, I'm fucking normal.
Right.
Yeah, hey, time. The way you said that so nonchalantly, like if you didn't say what you just said.
That's kind of wild. I don't know if I can keep that in.
I've had a lot of time to think about it.
I'm gonna cry. Like,
all right, this one
my
came.
mental health is good. All right, I'm sorry, that was good.
That was good. All right, this one came from Discord, and he said, What are some of your favorite moments within anime and manga? Something that really hit you while reading or watching?
Nothing from Ava. I think there was a scene, the first one that came to my mind, even though there are a lot of Berserk ones I could point out that I've talked about already. There was something in A Silent Voice where Shoya, the main character, he's like at this dock, right? And there's just water over the horizon, and he's kind of wondering to himself, like, can I finally, like, what do I need to do to be a better person, you know? And that I really connected with that character, you know, having like these fuck ups in the past, and I didn't kill anybody yet, but like it's one of those things where you still look at what you did wrong in the past, people you may have hurt, you know, because when you're in high school, middle school, you don't got shit figured out, you know, you don't. I wasn't going around bullying anybody, but I definitely said shit in retaliation that I think scarred some people. And we're many times not conscious of sometimes what we say and how that can affect other people. Obviously a joke is a joke, and people need to like harden up nowadays because they soft as shit. But Nah, man, just seeing the character like look at himself in the past and desire to be better and reconcile this relationship he has with this person that was a shitty one at first was it really hit me hard, because I think that's like the worst feeling is when you look back at something and you feel guilty and you're like, man, I wish I could just speak to this person, but you can't because like distance or they're dead or something like that. And living with that guilt forever isn't fun.
Mm.
So that was probably a moment that hit me hard.
And
I think the best moment in anime ever is in Mob Psycho, where he's like being tormented by a Mogami in this like mental prison, and like he snaps out of it and just thinks about all his fucking homies and like how he should like be more appreciative of the people around him, and how like all that hardship we saw him do throughout season 1 and 2 like shaped him into the guy he is in this episode. And like, bro, I fucking cried like probably like 9 times editing that fucking video, the Mob Psycho versus One Punch Man video. Like that shit fucking hit me hard as fuck. So
yeah, it was a great video.
Right.
So
thank you.
That's a big moment. I would probably say the only other one that I can think of immediately that I'll run through quickly was a Pun Pun moment near the end of the manga. I won't get into it, spoilers. But for those that read Pun Pun know exactly what I'm talking about. And every time I go back to read that scene, I go like it's literally like, okay, I'm not gonna cry while reading this, and after I'm just like, like it's just not pretty. Like it hits me so hard every time. And it's just, I think it's like my biggest fear. Like realized like if the person I loved, just
Hey!
I know. I wasn't gonna say
I haven't read that shit either.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you haven't. All right. So yeah, just shitty shit happens a lot in Pun Pun.
Yes.
So
yeah, all good answers and all great scenes. So yeah, respect.
Damn, you haven't read it yet? Fuck.
No, I read a bunch of it, but like again, like similar reasons why I don't like Ava. I think I'm
Oh fuck.
Everybody who likes Pun Pun says you have to be depressed to like it.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest. I read Pun Pun way past like whatever state, because I don't even consider myself, I don't think I've ever gone through a stage of legitimate depression, because I don't buy into that self-diagnosed bullshit. Like you're either depressed or you're not,
Yeah.
But I wasn't depressed reading Pun Pun. I just like it really, but it fucking hit hard, at least for me, but
Yeah.
I don't think your mental health can be okay and still appreciate Pun Pun if that's how you
yeah. No, I'm mostly just playing, but like something made me stop reading. I don't know if like I had shit going on or if I just found a different series.
Gotcha.
I had to revisit it.
Nah, you know what? Don't do me a favor. Don't read it and then like don't do a video on it. So that way, All right, yeah.
All right, and then this comes from my Discord. This guy says, "Oh shit, never mind. I can't say that shit."
I just thought you died. Like I thought you just died. Okay.
All right, yeah, he wrote like 2 fucking paragraphs, but to sum it up, he basically is saying, what's something that is known? What is something that is hated amongst a lot of people, but still something you enjoy? And then what is a hot take? Something that a lot of people like that you don't like.
Well, I think if there was a manga, I'd say Bleach. Like Bleach gets shit on
that
so
was my same
often.
answer. What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, no, Bleach. I recently got into it and read it, and like motherfuckers will sit there and be like, "Well, One Piece, Naruto, they got really good writing, but Bleach is like written by a toddler." I'm like, you pretentious little shit. Like I ought to kick you in your fuck, because Bleach is really subtle with its narrative. And it has so many good characters. Little Kiora, Kenpachi are my 2 favorites. And then you have others like Ichigo, Mayuri, Nemu. Not really the best of characters. She's just hot as fuck. But like, it's one of those things where Bleach gets shit on so often. And this is an unpopular opinion, but I hold to it. And anybody who could disagree could like literally swallow my left testicle. For me, Bleach is the best out of the big 3. No one can tell me otherwise. Like Bleach, for me, is the best out of the big 3. And an unpopular opinion as to what I don't like that people usually like, I don't really like One Piece. Like, I don't know how to put it to people. Like, I'm not the biggest. Nah, I enjoy One Piece. I'm lying. Actually, this is gonna be a really hot one. I was watching a bit of Monogatari.
Oh no, please don't.
And I'm gonna do it. And I kind of fucking hated it. Like, I don't like. Okay, So I saw Kizumonogatari, which I thought was really dope with the Senjo Gahara thing. I just feel like its presentation is a little too unnecessary for how simple some of the thematics of the characters can be portrayed. Although it's an interesting aesthetic and it's unique. The animation's clean, so I'll give it points for that. Character-wise, I think Senjo Gahara was good. I saw Neko Monogatari with Hanekawa. So again, I've only seen Monogatari in bits and pieces.
Wait, you haven't
But
seen
from
Bake?
what Bake Monogatari, no, I haven't seen that one yet. I don't think.
Because that's the first one you're supposed to watch.
I thought Kizumonogatari was
No,
the first
Kizo
one.
was second.
What the fuck? Okay, so first of all, people can't even get the order in which to watch
You're about
this
to get
shit,
your ass
right?
torn up in the comments, man.
So
Yeah, I was
listen,
there like, yo, the Mono fans are gonna be on your ass about this.
listen. Okay, the thing is I had homies of mine watching it, so I would tune in and out. So that's why I'm saying take this with a grain of salt. But from what I saw of Monogatari, it was a lot of pedo shit and not much else. So like, I need to sit down and watch it fully, and maybe have someone kind of explain it to me as it goes along. But I there were moments I thought was really dope. Like I thought the whole thing with Shinobu was dope. Again, Senjo Gahara, Hanekawa. I thought both of their character arcs were great. I find Araragi to be kind of plain to me.
That's
maybe
a little girl, right? Everybody
No.
fucking like.
Oh, you mean
No,
Hachikushi?
Araragi's a dude.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
He's the main
Shinobu's the
character.
girl, the little one.
Shinobu's the little one who turns
Yeah,
big
yeah,
with big titties. Yeah, that's that one.
Yeah.
So I need to sit down and watch Monogatari, but from what I saw, not really interested.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I hear Monogatari, I just think groomer. Like that's just the first word that comes to mind. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, since Mask stole my fucking flow from the future and picked Bleach, I'm just gonna skip the one thing I don't really like that's popular. Naruto. As a kid, couldn't fuck with Naruto. I was like, why are they talking so much? Why aren't they fighting? Why is there so much fucking filler happening in front of my face? Just couldn't get into it as a kid. Even now, like just the idea, like how many episodes are there? Like 1,000 plus?
Nah, 700.
1 million? 700?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening. It's just so yeah, that's one thing I couldn't get into. I really like there's a lot of aspects of Naruto I like. I think the world's cool. I think a lot of the characters are cool. I think Itachi's the shit. I've read a lot about the characters for some reason. Like I go through those wiki wormholes. But as a show, I'm not trying to watch that shit. Like, I don't know. I'd just rather see something more concise.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think I've seen Naruto when I was a kid. I don't remember it at all, so I just can't speak on that. But
I'll say Naruto's. It's one of those things, yeah, that it's like getting into it can be a little rough, but there are a lot of great characters and fights that happen in the series. That
Oh yeah,
I
I've watched
loved
some
a
of the
lot
fights
for.
on YouTube.
Yeah, they're raw. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they're-
usually how it goes when it comes to me getting into an anime as well. Is like you see the clip on YouTube, you're like, oh, what's this? See the clip? Oh, well, I guess I gotta watch this now.
The Rock Lee fight is fucking sick. Like I've had to have rewatched that like 5 times. I think the Obito versus Kakashi fight is one of the best
That's my
fights
favorite.
in anime history. That shit looks sick, sounds sick, is choreographed amazingly. So yeah, there's a lot of cool shit in Naruto. I just don't like watching it.
Right.
So I'm very open with my fans about being, into light novels, web novels, and visual novels. So I had like 7 questions asking about that, but I don't know if any of you guys have like dove into that.
I can't read. Gotta have pictures.
Yeah.
Well,
Kind of the same.
But basically, just like cut these questions short and just be like, so I'm just gonna say, what are some light novels and visual novels that you would be interested in checking out?
The only one that I've kind of read was the Mushoku Tensei one. But I don't know if all light novels are like this or if it's just that one, but it's a very verbose. There's a lot of fucking text that you got to trudge through. So it was like interesting to read, but at times the detail was like invasive and fucking annoying for me to read. So I don't know if there's any light novels that I'd really be interested in reading.
I think like for beginners, I really suggest a Classroom of the Elite. If you're like, because just imagine like someone with the ideology of Johan as an MC, and it's just super cool to see like his like view on the world and everything. I think it's just super interesting. So that's my one recommendation.
Roger. Right. I've looked it up right now.
Yep. Okay, and for you, Mask, what is something that you're interested in getting into, or if you like,
light novels,
yeah,
and whatnot? I'm pretty sure ReZero has one, right?
Yes.
That people keep recommending me.
A lot of
and
people like, dude. I think it's just because we know how much you love Guts, and so we just know you would like Subaru a lot, and that's just why.
Subaru's like Guts.
Yes, it's like especially later on in the novels, because he's just very like he's in the anime. It doesn't do too much. Like in season 2, you start to see a bit of his development, but later on, you get to see a lot more of him change and become like someone that's just like trying to find his place in this world. And like, it's so good.
Is
Oh,
there
so,
more
like,
anime to be made?
There's gonna be like at least 9 seasons if they cover it all.
9?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hey, someone clip Scam saying 9 and just have a picture of it. Nah, yeah, no, ReZero is something I've been interested in getting into. It's so weird sometimes getting into a series because, like, for instance, Monogatari, Ava, when I got into it, and then ReZero, I know that those are series that if I don't absolutely praise to the heavens, I'm going to get ripped. So I'm just like, screw it. But I'm going to be honest about my thoughts regardless, but there is always a hesitancy. Like, I feel like I have a lot more freedom and enjoyability talking about a manga that not that many people read, because then it's like, this is my thoughts, and not many people are going to come at me like, oh no, what the fuck? This is what the anime community decided upon. Like, okay. So yeah.
Yeah. No, that's definitely fair. It's hard to get into, but so this is where I'm gonna transition into non-anime questions. So we're gonna go into video games. So basically, I'm gonna start off by saying, what games have the best OSTs in your opinion?
Dark Souls. A fucking question. Dark Souls, Bloodborne, any other games I'd be playing like that? I don't really know if I play that many more games. Fuck. I mean, 2K and FIFA have okay soundtracks depending on whichever one you pick. I know Hollow Knight has a beautiful soundtrack. I love God of War soundtrack at times, but I don't really know if I don't really play all too many video games. It's usually like my friends are like, hey, play this video game. Sure, why not? I think I'm too cheap and too lazy to get invested in a video game that isn't like one that really intrigues me. So yeah.
Yep. And for you, Scam?
Well, I gotta put respect on the Zelda franchise's name.
Sure, yep.
Nearly every Zelda has a fucking phenomenal soundtrack, each bringing a little twist to the OST, especially Breath of the Wild. That just completely flipped all the fucking other Zelda OSTs on their head. I think Breath of the Wild is super nice, peaceful shit. Love it. All JRPGs pretty much, like Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, very great, beautiful orchestral shit going on.
Yeah.
So I love those.
It seems you like that kind of jazz OSTs. Do you like Persona? The Persona OSTs?
Yeah, I've listened to a lot of compilations. Haven't found a lot of songs that I want to use in videos. But from what I've heard so far, like I like a lot of them.
Yeah, it's definitely cool.
Yeah, I didn't like the game though. I fucking hated the game.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I played like 5 hours and I was like, oh, okay, we're still in a fucking tutorial. Yeah, I'm just gonna never play this again and delete it off my PS4. The Doom OST is fucking sick. I don't fuck with metal, but like I can shake my that shit bangs. I love game OSTs, dude.
Yeah.
I can go on for a while. So
my personal favorite is Nier. You guys have played that?
I've heard some of the songs, beautiful songs.
Dude,
yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah.
Love that game. But basically, the next question is, what are some video games that you played growing up?
When I was a kid, I had a N64 that wasn't my own. It was like owned by someone in my family. I played a lot of fucking Ocarina of Time. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing because I was like too young to read and write and shit. But man, that was a sick like world to explore. I also had like GoldenEye, fucking Diddy Kong Racing, Mario Kart 64. I was at a PS2, so I was playing Devil May Cry. I played like this fucking Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I haven't thought about some of this shit in a while. A Spyro. I played Spyro when I was a kid. That shit was sick.
Spyro.
Yeah. Enter the Dragon.
Right. For me as a kid, I'm not. Roma, we're around the same age, right?
Yeah.
We're like
2 or 3 years apart.
Right. Gotcha. So I grew up more like the DS, Nintendo, like 3DS shitty era, right? There was one game that for me is one of the greatest games I've ever played from memory, and I would literally do anything if somebody could like help me find this game again to buy it, Kid
Anything?
Icarus Uprising. Yeah, yes, anything. God damn it, Scam.
I can help you emulate it after this call.
I bet. Yeah, I'll do anything. It'd be a pleasure to
Hey, you're about to get some nutty fan art, dog.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, we need that
What's up on
Scam X
my
Mask fan
internet?
art. Drop it on Twitter. Let's go.
Oh,
Christ, no. Juicy's gonna watch this with like an evil smile. Nah, he's
Juicy would probably commission somebody to draw that shit.
right. Scam. Anyways, so what would it be? Would it just be like PFP, like a blue avatar? Anyways. So besides me getting railed by a humanoid Smurf,
Human. Oh, okay. I thought you were calling me short for a moment.
no, I don't know how fucking I don't know shit about you.
6'8".
You
God
fucking
damn,
LeBron lie.
No, that's a
You're
lie. That's a fucking
Cause
tremendous lie.
nah,
Yeah.
'cause I'm dead ass 6'3". So like
Nah,
you being 6'8".
He just said that so casually. Like I thought, the way he said
No,
it.
yeah.
I'm
was
an
I
expert liar. That's how I got so big.
Okay, so Kid Icarus Uprising was such a good game, bro. Fuck, man, I would do anything to
Dude,
play it
yeah,
again.
I think I might
Yes,
have played that. Kid Icarus games are just so fucking good, yo. It's just fun.
What else? I was never really big on Mario. I don't think I've actually ever played a legitimate
you.
Mario. Oh Christ, my heart. No, yeah, Mario. Nah, I was more of a Sonic guy for sure. Growing up, Sonic Unleashed, fucking Sonic Colors, Sonic Rush, Shadow the Hedgehog, fuck all those shits, bro. Fuck, I was 2 steps away from a furry. Anyways, so I grew up on FIFA as well. Soccer player here, like that was my shit. Like I
You're
would.
6'3" and you never tried hooping? You're just a soccer kid?
No, I play basketball as well. Like, I play
Okay,
basketball
okay.
as well. I'm more like JV level, but the sport that really intrigued me was soccer. I could whoop some ass in 2K though. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I run up on 2K any day of the week. Like give me a team with Tracy McGrady, Kobe, fucking Durant. I'm violating somebody.
Never played.
But I don't know what other childhood games I really played like that. There was like the shitty Bakugan game on DS. And then the Batman Arkham games. Yeah. The Arkham games, the Batman Arkham games, Mortal Kombat. My first fighting game ever. I was 10 years old or 11. Mortal Kombat 9. And to this day,
Yeah.
Yep.
favorite fighting game of all time.
Yeah, I had a bunch of kids play
game.
that at my birthday party, dude.
Fuck yeah, shit's dope.
It's great.
Love that game.
Yep. And next question is, so what's your favorite video game, or some of your favorite video games? Because if it's hard to just pick one, then.
Thank God you said that.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 3 for starters. I play it all the fucking time. In fact, that's the reason I was late. So I hated that game at first, but then I grew to love it because it's become a real big source of inspiration for me because I've been currently writing my own like story and shit for like over a year now with like a team and shit of artists.
What do you
like
mean?
a manga.
Like a manga? Wow.
Yeah, like a manga. Yeah.
Is that
And I've been at it for
announced
a
yet?
year. Nah, that's how much I've
This
been.
is getting
really
announced live.
Yeah. Working on a manga, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you want Robo to cut that out or?
Yeah.
No. He could keep it on there. That way, there's speculation on the internet. No, that's my big goal. Is I want to translate from like Anituber to author.
That's cool.
And then that's like, so Dark Souls has been a huge fucking inspiration for it, almost just as much, if not more, than Berserk itself. Because like Dark Souls is so ambiguous and minimalist in presentation, I can look at concepts from which, by the way, Dark Souls like blatantly. No, I'm not gonna say rips off Berserk, but it's like if Miura didn't have royalties from those games, I'd be very surprised. But in a way, it's like an alternate look at the concepts of what Berserk's about in video game format with completely different bosses and lores and more expansive worlds because it's like 3 different video games and then there's Bloodborne. So like that's I would have to say the Soulsborne franchise for sure. And then like this is gonna sound shitty, but like I really do like play FIFA a lot, the video game. And like I said, I'd whoop anyone's ass. Someone in my server, fun fact, who was talking hella shit out of the 1 of 5 servers that I've deleted at this point. But yeah, no, I don't like people. So
Discord people are fucking yucky. We can talk about that.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. So on FIFA, this one guy was talking shit. Like he was like, "My hero's better than Berserk." Nah. And I was like, Mast, I'll play you on FIFA, and if I beat you, you have to say My Hero's better than Berserk, which I was never gonna do, but I am a man of my word, kind of. So I was like, all right, and if I beat you, you can't say another dumb shit take like that ever again in your life. Okay. So we go, and over the course of 3 games, the total score was 22-3. 22 me. So yeah, anyone listening to this, if y'all want to run it up on FIFA, I will gladly embarrass you.
Well, there you
Gladly. So yeah, I'll shut up now.
At some point, I was a very stinky Smash player. I fucking get down on Smash. I really hate the Wii U versions, though. I'll play. Did you just call me a weirdo? Yeah, I went to like an IRL tournament one day, and I got fucked, but like it was still fun. So yeah, I've grinded a lot of tech, put a lot of hours into Smash. Man, it's been a while since I played like a single player game that I was really into. Recently, I played Hades. That was pretty sick. Sekiro was fucking tight as fuck. Like definitely got to be one of my favorite games. For a while, Borderlands 2 was one of them. Like I played Borderlands 2 probably like 4 times. So yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Also, my wiener is full of piss. I've been holding it for a while, so I'm gonna be right back.
You know, I'm there with you. I have to take a piss too, so I'll be back.
Okay.
So piss break and then we back.
Yeah, piss break.
Yeah. I got.
All right, awesome. No, don't take this out the video, by the way, Roma.
Okay, cool.
Hello. Pee time.
Agreed.
This motherfucker's.
Huh?
This for my kids.
Yeah, nah, Juicy put me on to Kanye recently. Fuck. Because I'd always listened to Kanye, but I was more of a JM. Okay, so I had heard Kanye's discography. Like, I loved Kids See Ghosts and shit, but I actually never heard My Beautiful Dark
Motherfucker, Kids See Ghosts is a goddamn collab, bro.
Okay, I know with Kid Cudi. I know.
Late graduation.
Listen, I know late graduation, all that shit. I know. First registration, all that shit. Yeah. Right. And then I'd heard songs, a lot of them from My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but I never heard the thing from start to finish because I'd always been more of like an underground guy with like rap and shit. Like Zodiac is one of my favorite rappers. Montana 300.
No, you're too underground for me, bro.
I enjoy. Oh, my favorite currently though is like Denzel Curry. Like that's my fucking guy.
Yeah, I saw those PNGs earlier.
Hell, oh yeah. I was thinking of doing a video like because there was one on Tyler the Creator that was really good. I was like, fuck, I'd love to do that.
His last album was so fucking good and cohesive and sick.
Right.
I watched an analysis on his like album. All the songs are like they all have like a narrative meaning and shit. It's very fucking interesting.
And yeah, Tyler, it's crazy to me because I always feel like Tyler's like new, but he's been at this for like almost 10 years at least.
Yeah, dude.
And he still looks young as shit.
Bro,
like,
I was in middle school and motherfuckers were rocking OF hoodies, bro. Like he's been out for a while.
What's your guys' favorite Tyler's album?
Oh, it's gotta be his last one, dude. This shit's like the ultimate evolution of Tyler.
Really?
I would say that, but I love Flower Boy so much.
That's a good pick.
Flower Boy's good.
I like Wolf just because I like old Tyler.
Yeah.
I gotta look at the album art to remember which one that is.
It's like the one.
Wolf had Yonkers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It had Erykah Badu on one of those tracks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Am I thinking of the right one? Was that the one with Yonkers on it? Or is that another one?
I think that's
different.
Is Yonkers a Tyler single? I thought that was a OF song.
No, it's a Hold on. Let me look this up because that's a song that I visited back
it's
to
on
when
Goblin. That's on Goblin.
Goblin. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. This last one though, like, did you guys listen to Wilshire? Just like listen to it.
Honestly,
when he's talking about hanging out with his homie's girl.
I haven't peeped it. The recent album.
No,
I haven't.
Oh, it's so fucking good, bro. You gotta listen to Wilshire.
I need to.
Yeah, it's people were saying like it's his. You guys listen to Kendrick, right?
Yeah.
People were saying it's his "Sing About Me." Like it's just a very sick story told throughout like 8 minutes. It's sick.
Like I've heard like songs from that album, from the Tyler album. Like I thought
like
the
What's
one
Your
with
Name?
like Young Boy and shit. That's everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he's got a song with Lil Wayne on there that's pretty tight.
Yeah, I have to listen to that. Do you guys hear that? Champagne Papi.
Oh, listen. I'm yet to listen to Certified Lover Boy. Because look, all of us were like, a lot of like everyone else in the server that I'm in with my homies and shit, they were like, bro, this shit was like, even I have someone from fucking like the Toronto area who's basically like, yeah, this shit's kind of like a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, honestly.
Yeah.
And then we have this one motherfucker called Captain, and that's my boy. But if he could suck Drake's dick, he fucking would, bro. It was like 9 out of 10, and he gave Donda like an 8 out of 10.
Wow, dude.
So I was like, listen, most of the times when a Drake fan puts those high expectations up on a Drake album, I already know it's most likely going to be -3, whatever score they gave it. Because like for me, Drake always is like a few songs here and there that will last the test of time. And then those bangers that will last for that one season that everyone bumps on fucking TikTok, and the rest of them are forgettable, lazy ass shits that usually care about because of the features. No offense to
I was listening to that shit in the background last night, and I heard him say, "Said you a lesbian, girl, me too." And like I was like, "Nah, I didn't hear that shit. I did not hear that shit." He probably said something else. And like today, I was going through Instagram, and I saw that shit posted. He actually said that.
Yep.
Hold on.
His fucking bars are so weak in this fucking album, and every song just puts you to sleep. It's so bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. Like I was listening to that in the car. I was listening to his album in the car, and dude, as soon as I heard that like 21 Savage song, I was like, okay, yo, this shit is banging. Come on, like yo, that song is great.
I don't think I made it. See, I was like fucking editing or something while I had it in the background, so I didn't listen to that too deeply. So I don't remember the 21 Savage verse or anything.
Hold on. I had a home
shit.
Hold on, Scam. That fucking kills me, bro. Hold on. Like, wait. I'm about to send it in the group chat. You saying that kills me because I saw this last night. This is my pal Energy, bro. He said
That
shit kills me, fuck.
That's crazy. When I saw the memes of that, I was like, holy fuck, I've just been validated. Like, I can't believe I really heard that last night.
Right. You were hoping he said something.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Say it's not true, Drizzy. And his album art is so fucking whack. Like, that's the dumbest like
girl emoji.
Dude, it is so ugly.
It does look something some fucking soy boy who's like 15 would do.
There was like this account on Twitter that like analyzed the like album cover. It made like 7 tweets on it. Crazy.
What the hell? Drizzy fans are something else, man.
Yeah.
Just look how stupid this looks. Like,
nah. Listen, all I'm gonna say is I really wish, for some ungodly reason, Drake somehow grows whatever testicles he don't have and says something, anything, even whispers the name Pusha T, because I need what Pusha did to him to happen again so badly, bro. I love Pusha so much.
He's about to expose who all those emojis are.
I'm not gonna lie, like, dude, I like Drake and Kanye, like, kind of the same. I'm not the biggest on them, but people are really putting this shit over Donda. I'm like, nah, man, it's not over Donda at all.
Yeah, from what I've heard so far, I would not say it's over Donda. But some of the songs on Donda are fucking annoying as shit to me.
The album did get a bit long.
I remember waiting like fucking hours for Donda to drop, and then I just hear Donda, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? Yeah, like I waited so long for this, and then this is what I get. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they did have some consistent bangers right after the chant.
They did.
But, you know.
I think DaBaby had a better verse than Jay-Z. I don't know if that's politically correct to say in this climate, but I like DaBaby's verse.
Listen, bro, DaBaby, look, all right. Cut this out. DaBaby went hard. I don't know what to say.
Absolutely.
DaBaby went hard. Like I don't know if I would say over Jay, but I wouldn't be mad at someone who thought that, you know. But DaBaby went crazy.
It's just like I'm seeing something new from DaBaby. You know, there's like so many memes about him doing the same shit and how all the songs sound the fucking same, which are all true. But this verse on Jail Part 2, it's like a new dimension to the DaBaby pyramid.
It's like he'll always do some shit like I don't wear a diaper, I shit like a baby. Boom. That's all of his shit, bro. Like,
yeah, no, DaBaby can. I think even when he's doing his old shit, he's still like spitting, yo. Like it's just now he just snapped for real. Like,
yeah. All right, so imagine that was the next question.
Back on the thing. So fuck. All right, now we're gonna transition into movies and TV. So, do you guys prefer watching in theaters or in the crib?
I don't watch movies. Period.
Really?
I feel like movies are a waste of time sometimes. Not gonna lie, but if I do, it's usually like on some piracy site at home.
Okay.
I am blind, so nah. Man, it depends, because I know this like upcoming Spider-Man movie. I'm gonna want to watch it in theaters because if Tobey Maguire comes swinging through,
oh man,
with his with the theme, the original Spider-Man theme playing, y'all know which one I'm talking about. I'm actually gonna like make out with whoever's next to me and start twerking on him. Like it's gonna go crazy, bro. Because like that, I'm actually gonna lose my shit.
When are you going? When are you going? Where?
I mean,
what
shit,
location?
Bro. You trying to fly me out? Like, I mean, just Scam comes out with an album, fucking very similar to Drake's, but just one of the emojis has the Akumet on it.
Yeah, pregnant Akumetsu.
Nah, but now, yeah. I would recently I have been watching a lot of like movies and VC with the guys. So I'm just, like wherever I feel like it's appropriate, but usually just in the crib chilling.
Yeah.
Because then I have the freedom to go leave, piss whenever I want. So yeah.
That's fair. And okay.
If any artists are listening, please drop pregnant Akumetsu. But I think I already gave my answer, didn't I?
Yeah, you said you don't watch.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah. So who were some of your favorite actors and actresses?
I'm a really big fan of Alexis Texas.
Okay.
Bro, you need to cover this interview post nut, bro. You're talking about twerking and fucking
listen, bro.
Dojins and shit.
Deadass. I'm no fap. I'm no fap now.
Really?
I've been for a few years. Yeah.
For a few years?
Yeah. For a few years.
Wait, are you full semen retention? You are full semen retention. You have not.
Nope.
You have not. You haven't sprayed your seed on any.
Wait. Nope. You mean like you haven't busted on like not even just with yourself, just like not busted in general? Oh,
not in a while.
What about in your sleep?
No, sleep, never had a wet dream. No.
How the fuck is that even?
A lot of willpower. Nah, but
You're withering away, dude. You need to let out your fucking life force, bro.
I will. I will
fucking dry out like a husk. You're gonna look like a Drago from Skyrim.
Or explode. Nah. No. I'm a really big fan of Al Pacino. Like I love Scarface. Like fuck. Like just that whole. Let me tell you something, man. Like I love that shit. So Al Pacino, obviously, Leonardo DiCaprio. I think Jamie Foxx is really dope. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of sick of Michael B. Jordan because it's like nah, he's cool. Don't get me wrong. Just like I feel like there's a lot of other talented actors that could play the roles that he does.
Get this handsome ass motherfucker off my screen.
Right. No, yeah. Also, it's partially because like apparently someone who I was into, her type was Michael B. Jordan, and as a 6'3", skinny, pale Puerto Rican, I don't fit that description. So and then actresses, I like Tobey Maguire. Andrew Garfield's actually a really good actor. Like outside of his Spider-Man movies, which I think as Spider-Man he was good. Just the script for Peter Parker was poopy.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield's actually a really good actor outside of that. I don't know. There's probably a few other actors that I'm not thinking of.
I like how he says actresses and just says Tobey Maguire. Like.
Oh no, actresses. Women. No. It's all men. I think for me. Pause. But there has to be an actress. Zendaya's cool. Whoever plays Scarlet Witch, yes, please.
Bro, get off Marvel.
Bro, I'm sorry.
Fucking pick any other franchise.
Christian Bale. I really love Christian Bale.
Motherfucker, that's DC.
Like, come on, man.
Well, hold on. He's done American Psycho too. Like, come on now. Like, thank you. Jeez. I was gonna say someone from Suicide Squad.
Will Smith?
Nah, Will Smith's cool, but I really love Jaleel White, the guy who did like Steve Urkel back in the day.
Yeah, he's cool.
I don't know if you guys seen the Gambit on Netflix, but the person that did that girl, she was pretty good.
No, I don't
said
watch a lot
Gambit?
of TV
Yeah.
shows.
Wait, I forgot. It's like the chess one.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, but she did pretty good. So, yeah.
Okay.
And then I think Chadwick Boseman, like when he did not just Black Panther, but when he did like what's his name, 42. Dude, I love that movie. So good.
All right. Oh, Eddie Murphy.
Bro, I was literally thinking of Eddie
Yeah,
Murphy.
Eddie is a goat.
Eddie's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, mine doesn't count as an actor, really. Nah, Dave Chappelle's been in a fucking movie before. He's been in
Dave Chappelle,
Dave
my
Chappelle
God.
Super
is
High Me or something like that.
fucking
Yeah.
funny.
I'm
Cat
counting
Williams.
Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
Cat Williams, that's the OG shit, bro. The people watching this don't know about that. Anyways,
Right.
Fuck. I don't know. I don't be thinking about actors, to be honest.
Chappelle is from DC, so I have to rep him. So you know.
Oh, you're from DC.
Yes, sir.
My condolences. No,
Yes.
I'm
I don't know. I would have to go with Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, and I did like Jamie Foxx and Django.
Yeah. Yeah.
As for females, I don't know, man. no, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to do that on the females one. I mean, I don't know.
That sigh, like you know.
I don't know. I just give up. I don't. It's not because they're female. I just give up because I'm just tired of thinking of actors.
Okay. Yeah. We can move on from this question. I'm gonna give you name one series or name one movie or TV series you could rewatch multiple times.
I started
man.
rewatching Breaking Bad. I also think
that's a good
drugs are
one.
super fucking interesting.
So many
I've been
people are
reading a
telling me
lot
I
about
could
it.
watch Breaking Bad.
How
but-
have you not watched
Yeah,
Breaking
dude, you
Bad?
have to-
There's a lot of things, Scam, I haven't done in life. Okay, like I'll just let you know that now. All right, like it's been boring.
Okay, well, one of them should be watching Breaking Bad because it's a
Breaking
Bad.
legendary
Alright.
movie, or not movie series.
Jamie saw so many good ones.
TV series that I rewatch.
I would argue that Breaking Bad is better than almost all anime.
I agree.
I'll have to watch it then. I know like the meme references, like yeah, keep getting away with it, and, like, and all that shit.
What's your
But,
favorite
yeah.
season, Scamboli?
I don't remember. I do not remember.
Yeah, okay.
In my rewatch, I think I've only gotten up to like season 2.
Okay, yeah. I think
Besides,
season 3 and season 4 are like the best ones.
Is that where he moves to? Never mind.
Yeah. He wants to
Is that where he
stop
moves?
Yeah, he moves.
Okay.
But so what are your list your top 3 MCU and DCEU movies?
Ooh, before I do that, Black Panther is overrated as shit, and I'm gonna explain why.
That's anti-black. Take that back.
I don't give a shit. Here's why, because it's not. Because the thing is the fact that it was all like the entire everything behind the movie were people who were black, that is dope, you know? Like if there was a movie that was completely done by Puerto Ricans in a Marvel movie, I would be hype. But the reality of it is that's not gonna stop me from watching the movie and criticizing the movie. You get what I mean? So I know a lot of people are gonna completely ignore logic here and go, he's racist. No, shut the fuck up, calm
Me
down.
included.
Just listen, dog. Black Panther's a really good movie. Not in my top 3. I think it's like B tier, maybe A tier. But with that being said, also Age of Ultron is extremely hated on, and it's a way better movie than people give it credit for. Ultron, I think, is the best antagonist outside of Thanos. So yeah. So Avengers, the original Avengers is really dope. I would put that up there. I think the first Iron Man I would put up there. And I would I don't know if I'd put Civil War up there. Civil War was kind of but I really do love like when Tony was like 1v2ing Captain America and Winter Soldier. That was raw. Doctor Strange, maybe. That might be the other one. I think Doctor Strange was really good as well. So maybe Doctor Strange, the first Avengers, and the first Iron Man.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw Blade out there.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're going that far back?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
The Blade
wait.
trilogy is fucking sick.
Isn't there like 4 Blades though? Like which one?
I think there's 3. It's a trinity or trilogy. I mean,
Okay.
Blade is dope, yeah. Fuck.
Spider-Man original is the fucking shit. I love
I
that.
didn't know we were going that far back.
I
Because
guess
if
you
we
can go that
wasn't, I
far
would have.
back. Yeah, you can.
Oh,
Is that-
okay. Spider-Man 2, because it's not part of the
That's all
MCU.
Venom, right?
We can just say like Marvel and DC movies just in general. But
No, Venom was the one with
I won't
three.
include things like Logan and all that, like, you know.
Gotcha, TV show. Number
Yeah.
2 was Doctor Octopus, Doc Ock.
Oh, okay. You're gonna have to go through me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fucking Joey Diaz coked out of his fucking
Right.
mind, saying all that.
When I saw him in
Nah,
that
yeah.
trailer, dude, I was so happy.
Bro, I did not realize that was Joey Diaz like until like
Really?
way fucking
Time.
later. Yeah.
Yeah. So Spider-Man 2 won, then the original Avengers. My bad. I just had to fix mine. So I didn't know he was going that far back.
Okay,
I might add either Into the Spider-Verse or
Ooh.
that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave Into the Spider-Verse.
Yep. I think my personal favorite is I like more of like the comedy focused ones, so I like Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I love that one.
Big.
Yep. And
Very
the
solid.
music is so good in that like movie. So
Oh yeah.
I forgot about Infinity War. Fuck.
I don't remember any of the wars anymore, man. There's been so many fucking Avengers movies, I feel like.
yeah.
There've been what, 3? No, 5.
Has there really been 5?
Think about it.
Avengers,
The original
Age of
Avengers,
Ultron,
Age of Ultron,
Infinity War, Endgame.
Civil War. Civil
Oh
War.
my fucking god! Yeah, there's been
There's
5.
been
Yeah,
5.
it's too many.
Yeah.
They've all been sick, but you know I can't really differentiate them in my head.
Right. I feel that.
And then to end off this segment, we can talk about what are like your favorite movies and TV series. Some of yours.
I like the dark web cam that I have in Mask's room. I also like movies and TV shows.
I looked back at me so fast. Stop picking at my booty and shit. Like, no, he's not. He's not.
Whoa.
Yeah.
BoJack Horseman is pretty all right.
Mhm.
Castlevania is technically not anime, so that's the TV show I'm gonna count. I like Rick and Morty because
Mm.
Oh,
So
boy.
nerdy person, I
Stan, do you
guess.
like more like animated shows?
Boy.
Oftentimes, yeah, but I think like live action has a higher like ceiling for potential, in my opinion.
Okay.
Like, for example, with Breaking Bad, like those characters are more realistic than fucking any anime character I can think of. Like, there's just so much nuance to their acting and delivery, and like you can interpret a lot of their intentions and shit. Just break down like, why the fuck did he do this? That.
Sure.
So yeah, but generally, I think I like more anime or animated stuff than live action. Also, I don't know if you guys have heard of this. Have you guys heard of The Midnight Gospel?
Oh yes, dude. That's like the podcast one,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I've
Yep.
seen that.
Yeah, that was fucking sick.
So cool.
Really loved the ending and all of it.
What's your favorite episode in that one?
Well, the last one's a very obvious answer, but I like the prison episode as well. I don't know
That's
if
a
you
good
remember.
one.
There's this guy's in like a time loop in a prison.
Yep. That one's
Yeah.
a good. I like the first one. That's probably my favorite.
With the zombies, yeah.
Yep. It's a good one.
Yeah. Great show. Cool animation.
And yeah, for you, Mass, what are some of your favorite movies and TV shows?
I really love Scarface, Hacksaw Ridge, The Dark Knight. TV shows I'm not big on. Like, I try to get into Rick and Morty, and I just couldn't. The only type of thing that I have that's familiar with Rick and Morty is like this not so friendly game that Juicy was playing and streaming in Discord one time. That may or may not have been a little too wild for it. But yeah, no, I'm not TV shows. I don't say I've seen many that I would say. I like more lighthearted stuff, I guess you could say, like Family Matters.
Okay.
Major Pain I really love as a movie. That movie's hilarious to me, but yeah, I'm not really big film TV show guy, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair. You said Hacksaw Ridge, right?
Yeah, Hacksaw Ridge.
Who played the main guy? I forgot.
Andrew Garfield. He
Yep.
played.
He did good.
Yeah. That movie was great.
Actually, now that we just brought up Andrew Garfield, who's your favorite Spider-Man?
Tobey Maguire, not even close. Toby, without a doubt.
I think Toby is probably my favorite, but just on an acting level, I think Andrew is probably the best.
I think Andrew is, but his Spider-Man wasn't that good. Like the movies he was in, or in my eyes, aren't that good. The Amazing
that's fair.
Spider-Man
back.
and the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't think they were that great, but Andrew as an actor is great though.
Yeah, we were just talking about our favorite Spider-Man. So
Toby.
yeah,
It'll always be Toby.
Oh yeah, no, gotta be
Well,
Toby. Tom Holland's too hot. Andrew Garfield, I don't know. I don't have any feelings for him.
I just think for me with Tom is like that Spider-Man feels so much more like the sidekick of Iron Man, like the protege of Iron
for
Man.
Yeah.
me, like, I
Terrible.
think for Tom, because I do think Toby is probably my personal favorite, but when it comes to acting, I think Andrew is probably the best, and then Tom Holland is like a mix of both of them. Like he's likable and he just has good acting. But I think that's kind of how I see it.
He's a cute little Spider-Man. He's a
Yeah.
cute little guy, but like, you know, when it gets more serious and shit, I don't know if I really want Tom to be like the Spider. Like Peter Parker in the comics is a fucking grown ass man at this point. But yeah, that's for now. I think he's pretty good. He's sick.
Yeah.
And then, the Spider-Man comics get fucking dark sometimes, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I've heard someone say that the Amazing I forgot if it's the Ultimate or Amazing Spider-Man. One of them saying it's like the best story that's portrayed like depression. So I'm so interested in checking it out.
There's just one issue where like he's getting revenge on like Craven because they like killed his brother or some shit. This is a long time ago. He like killed his brother or some shit. His brother Kane. So he fucking takes his hand, puts it on this bitch's face, and uses his sticky powers and just rips her fucking face off.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Called the Mark of Cain.
Damn. But not to sort of transition again. So, have you guys played any sports? And if so, what is the sport that you really enjoy?
I haven't played on like a high school team though. I've played like recreationally.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, I've hooped quite a bit. Probably embarrassed Mask put my nuts on his forehead. I think volleyball's awesome.
Oh, dog. I would. Oh, I'd give you.
Yeah, whatever manga YouTuber. There's no way.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, no, yeah, volleyball's dope. I played basketball a lot. Yeah, recreationally. Street a lot. I played JV in high school. I think I was on varsity my freshman year, but that school wasn't very good, so it would probably be JV at like a normal school, right?
Mhm.
So basketball here and there, volleyball here and there as well. But football, soccer is my main one. Before doing YouTube, in fact, my YouTube is meant to fund this. Going professional was kind of my dream, and I was on a semi-pro team a few months ago, and I was like the second youngest guy on that team. So when it comes to that, that's bored. Like I'm being dead ass when I say this. I probably, in terms of importance in my life, anime and manga is pretty high up there, but like football, soccer is like leagues above it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I've been reading Blue Lock.
That's like,
oh man.
Why'd you get quiet? What the fuck? Did I tread on the fucking
he has
territory?
a video.
ask.
speaking of his,
No, Roma. Ask the next question. I'll send a screenshot. Don't worry. Ask the next question, I'll send a screenshot.
All right. So
I thought you did it on purpose, but
No.
apparently you
What
did
is
it.
wrong with Blue Lock?
No. You're gonna laugh your ass off when you see this.
I haven't gotten an influx of people saying read Blue Lock, so I didn't
Yeah,
know
this
if you
is
made a video on it
why.
already.
This is why.
Okay, stop recommending.
I had to make a whole video because when people found out I played it, they were like, "Blue Lock, blue," and then I read it and I was like, "Wow, this is really a spit in the face of the sport I love." Stop.
What?
recommending me
You
this.
hate it?
No, I think the artwork's great, and mind
Yeah.
you, I only got 20 chapters in, so I can't make a legitimate criticism of the actual narrative. But like
Mhm.
early on, it's literally like
They're just pulling anime bullshit.
it's like the antithesis, to what the sport's about in my
Wow.
own, and I fucking can't stand it.
Oh, you
So-
mean how like that? Like it's centered around ego and shit, but really
Yeah,
it's like it's super
ego-
team oriented. Like everybody has their own place and shit.
Right. Like ego's important. Like the great players have an ego. But my issue, like early high school, is like my ego was so fucking large. My coach had to like bench me purposefully because he was
Yeah.
like, "Listen, you gotta fix your fucking attitude." So I learned the hard way that sometimes a super egotistical attitude will get you benched if it's not for the benefit of the team. Like you should be confident, but you need to understand that your teammates are there for you. Like
Mhm.
your job is to make your teammates' life easier and vice versa, and to win the fucking game, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like a defensive midfielder. So seeing all these offensive fuckers running around making perfect slide tackles, fucking all ego shit, apparently getting criticized for I don't know. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. That was all.
Yeah, that's what I realized playing volleyball. Like every motherfucker has a purpose. Do not deviate from that purpose. Like if you're 5'3", you're not spiking. Okay, leave that to people with hops. Leave that to people that can jump. If you're really good at passing, like you need to provide that for the team. Okay, you don't need to be in the fucking spotlight all the time. So I definitely see what you mean there.
Yeah. It's funny because I follow a couple like anime accounts on Insta, and one of them is a Blue Lock account. And Mast, when you posted that video, they were not happy. They
Really?
they were not happy. I think
Really?
like this whole community, like we're just like, yo, this guy, he's always been against us. He's always been putting us down. I'm like, yo, what? It's crazy.
Yeah, well, ironic because I guarantee you I would violate any of them out on the field.
Nah,
Any of
they
them.
were saying
And
nah. They're saying nah. He
I
doesn't
don't-
play soccer. He doesn't play this.
Nah, listen, I don't talk crap often on things, but on this I will. I challenge anyone, bruh. Anyone, bro. I will get my homies and we will violate you. On God. On
Are
God.
people that are 6'3", like, is that like an acceptable height in soccer, or are you too tall?
Cristiano Ronaldo,
Yeah,
6'2".
height doesn't really matter.
Oh,
in
okay.
soccer.
Yeah. One of the best strikers of all time, Ibrahimovic, is like 6'5". Defenders are usually 6 foot or taller. If you're a short defender, it's usually a problem. So there are goalies who are like 6'6", 6'8".
Okay.
Like,
For some reason, I thought soccer players were short.
because of Messi. Messi's like a 5'7" guy. So.
And Ibra is great. But so what are some embarrassing moments that have happened to you guys? If you guys want to speak on that.
That's all you, bro. That's all you, bro.
What?
We're not going to talk about this part for me, nah.
All right. Well, there was one time where I had this interview with some cuck, and like I forgot. No one told me that it was that day, so I went to stream, and and when I came back, the dude was like, "Hey, yo, this guy's streaming," and I was like, "Oh shit, I may have pissed him off."
What does this have to do with sports?
So
I don't know.
I didn't say it had to do with sports. You
I think
just
it's
said
just a question in general.
Oh, an embarrassing moment in general? I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
you meant on like the
Oh,
fucking
you
court.
thought
No, just in general.
Yeah, no, I was about to tell you about the time I gargled nuts. Fuck that. Embarrassing moment. I don't know.
Yo!
Wow.
Yeah, he
Come
did
on,
it
bro.
last night. It was a great time. Nah, actually, a really embarrassing moment for me. I hate when this happens, man. So, like, first of all, walking in store sucks because people stare at me, and I don't like it. But like, you've ever had something where you went to high five somebody because you thought they were high fiving you or dapping you up or saying hi to you, but it was actually the person walking up behind you, bro?
Yeah.
That shit.
Oh, yep.
Oh man, I hate that so much. But I actually think the most embarrassing thing that happened to me was I was over at a girl's house, and I was with her family and all that, and a hornet flew on my leg, like just flew on my fucking leg, bro. And when I saw that thing, I screamed like such a bitch, bro. Fuck. And like they just have clowned me over it since. So
Goddamn.
that sucks. Other than that, I don't really know if I have too much embarrassed. Other than like every time I was in gym class, like it was. I swear they did it on purpose. I got hit in the dick every time in gym. It wasn't funny after a while. Like I hated it.
Yeah, me personally, when I was in gym class, they'd be like, "Oh, here comes horse penis. Here comes long dong." It was very embarrassing being picked on for having an absurdly large wiener.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
It pushed through my gym shorts. A jump rope. They'd be like, it looks like he's got a diving board attached to him. It was fucked up.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I can't really think of any other embarrassing moments.
Okay.
It'll come to me randomly when I'm trying to fucking sleep later tonight.
Oh my god! At 2 in the morning, we're just sitting there like, damn, I was such a fucking idiot. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Same though. Like my muscles were so huge. Every time I moved my arms, my shirts would rip. Fucking bitches was just so crazy. Like,
Yeah, they all thought you were poor.
yeah. Or the Hulk. One of the two. Maybe both. All right.
So what are like some of your biggest fears?
Mm.
And that can just be like, you know, just like getting rejected by a girl, or just like heights, like anything.
Heights for sure.
Yeah,
I'm
there with
horrified
you.
of cockroaches.
I don't want to
Fucking
give my
horrible.
enemies an edge.
And by enemies,
By
he means
enemies.
juice. So when heights, cockroaches. I was reading Terraformers and it literally gave me the heebie-jeebies so bad. I've stopped reading it for now. This is gonna sound childish, but I still run up the stairs as fast as fucking possible when I turn off the lights.
I do too.
Okay, bet.
I don't fuck with the dark.
No, yeah, fuck that. I read too much like crazy shit. My imagination's nuts.
Do you guys
like
sleep
I'm
in the
like
dark, or do
something
you guys
crawl
leave
in my
like the light
asshole.
on?
Fucking. No, yeah.
Oh, you know, never mind. Maybe this isn't something I should.
Now more legitimate fears. I think this is kind of a fear of mine, but it's also like I think it's just there as a counter to like the ambition I have. And it's like I refuse to like die not remembered. Like for me, that's why I aspire to be an author. And like when I die, I want to make sure I've left something behind that people can remember me by for at least a decent bit after I'm gone. Like I want to leave behind a legacy. So the idea that I might just be another like speck of dust passing in the wind that meant nothing, fucking I hate that thought. It's not it's a fear that angers me more than anything. Because there's some fears that, you know, they fill you with fear. Some fears fill you with anger. Or both. But this is one that genuinely like pisses me off. Like I can't stand the idea of just not being nothing, you know, or of being nothing.
I definitely think that once you like post your Scamboli X Mask fanfic, that's gonna leave a legacy for you for years.
Yeah, a bunch of little half Puerto Rican, half Scambolian babies.
Scambolian,
Keep the legacy going.
A new race of no, but like it's weird though, because like even though I have this desire to be remembered, I don't like the spotlight. Like I hate that shit. Like I just would honestly, if you were to put it in anime terms, I'd rather be that cool side character that everybody liked and then died, but yet everybody likes him more than the main character. For me, like that whole
Puck.
like I would love to be your little puck. I'll be the Griffith to your guts.
Whoa, that's
Whoa, what'd I do? What? Did Griffith do something I don't know of? Nah. So Casca to your guts wouldn't be half bad either. But pause, bro.
Yeah, let me know when you want to cosplay, buddy.
Oh, I did a Drake in cosplay actually. Yeah, I don't know if you want to see it.
Good, actually. Yeah.
I'll send it in a bit. But other fears than that, I mean, obviously I don't like, I think I'm scared of getting hurt. As like fucking 14, 15-year-old boyish that sounds, like I'm serious. Like I've been through some pretty like scarring relationships with people that I shouldn't have been with in the first place. You know, my ex, he broke my heart.
What?
And...
Wait, what?
Nah, I'm kidding. She was terrible. She was terrible and really messed me up. And I think since then, it opening up has always been an issue, and I'm honest about it. Like it's like, listen, I'm okay being around people, just not too long, because you know I'm scared that I might do something that affects, you know, how they view me, or they might do something that hurts, you know. So I'm very careful with the people I choose to let in my circle and shit. And that's not because of like the YouTube. You know, like I've always said, people are always free to hit me up, DM me. But there's a select few people that I'm like, yeah, like I'd be cool chilling in a VC with you, you know, because you're cool. But yeah, so I would say those are a couple of fears that I have.
My greatest fear is probably losing Masked. Another fear that I have, it's not like fucking deep and haunting, but like I really don't want to be recognized in the real world.
Oh my god,
dude,
you're scam! Fuck!
Yeah, like I just hope there's never a time where I'm at like an anime convention and like someone recognizes my voice and it's like, fuck, now I hear like boss music, because like I've got to navigate my way out of this conversation with this motherfucker thinking I'm just some random Dude, that's
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
that's a big one. I probably wouldn't want to be trapped in an underwater cave. That'd probably be pretty fucked up.
Oh. Oh.
You're not
no.
too
Yeah.
fond of the water?
No, I fuck with water. Just like the idea of being trapped in a fucking cave underwater,
okay.
it sounds super fun.
Drowning and claustrophobic? Hell no, bro. Kill me instantly.
Yeah.
Oh, nah. Yeah, no facts.
Yeah, no, but I
Right.
think this is gonna be the last question because you've been here for a long time. So,
Right.
what are some goals that you want to reach in 5 years?
Ooh.
I want to be rich enough to fucking stop doing YouTube for a job. No, I'll probably like always release videos, but like I'd like to reach another stream of revenue that would allow me to just not fucking do YouTube, like because I have to, but because like you know, fuck it, I want to show what I'm fucking watching, or like I don't know, like I've been playing this game. Look at this.
Yeah, what are you guys'
type
thoughts
shit.
on like Twitch and stuff?
I don't have the internet for Twitch. I think Twitch would be cool for me to do. I don't like watching other people on Twitch also though, so it's kind of a weird
Okay.
contradiction. I just like more concise content, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
just something that's like a
Twitch-
little bit edited.
True. Yeah. I'll also say Twitch. I had to stop streaming on there, and switched over to YouTube because like the amount of times I call someone a crayon eating like stupid simp is like frequent, and suppressing those urges are difficult. So I'm too vulgar for Twitch. But I kind of agree with Scam, like being able to upload videos because like just wanna, not because like my financial security is kind of dependent on it, which it is at the current moment.
Yeah.
But I also want to at least have like some foot in like being an author already, you know, like
Mhm.
having something released where people are like, yo, like, this guy can actually write stories too. Like people need to understand there is a difference between criticizing a story and being able to write a story. Because like whenever people bring up this argument, it's the same thing with music. It's like you're not an artist, so it's like all right, neither are you. So what's the fucking point of bringing that up? But I've always said like you can always have an opinion on what like tastes good, but that's very different from actually being able to know how to cook food, you know? So I definitely want to, like I said, transition to being an author. And this one's weird. And a lot of people are always surprised at this. And it concerns me sometimes at how many guys are surprised at this. But I want to be a dad and a husband in 5 years from now. I really want to have a family of my own and finally bring an end to the no fap streak that I've been on.
That really
Bro,
yeah.
the fucking seed you've been saving up, dude,
Yeah.
that kid will be fucking guts, just full grown.
no, no, but yeah, like for me, that's one of the fulfilling things. I think that will. I hope it is. Although I've had plenty of people tell me that marriage is hard. Like I personally like just that satisfaction of finding the one person, you know, and being with her the rest of my life has always been like a really dope concept to me. So kind of settling down would be neat.
Yep. That sounds great. Both of you guys give good answers, and honestly, this isn't be the end of the video, but thank you guys so much for coming on because you two are two people that I definitely like look up to and inspire me to do this YouTube. So thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
coming on, dude. So
Yeah, thanks
if you
for having me,
haven't
man.
if you haven't checked out their channels, dude, you need to. These guys make some of the best content right now on anime and manga. So thank you for watching the video and peace out.